Joe Budden is a well-known rapper and host of the popular podcast, The Joe Budden Podcast. Recently, he went on an Instagram Live with his co-host, QueenzFlip, to discuss why he canceled the podcast on Saturday. According to Joe, the vibes were off and he felt that a break was much needed. During the Instagram Live, Joe talked about the importance of energy and how it can affect the overall vibe of a show.
Just leave me out there to get blamed. I'm gonna fuck you up. We supposed to go out to dinner today? We supposed to go out to dinner? You just disappeared on niggas.
So
violate you
when
when I catch you.
Because of yesterday. You sad because people are blaming you for yesterday.
I'm sad for both. I'm sad at how you felt yesterday. I am. I'm sad for everything. I'm sad. I'm sad. I was thinking about it. I'm sad. They've been asking me. I gave my word. I'm not blogging or anything. But I got my show already.
I knew that
I'm good.
You were sad and it was real, right? Because I went home, I seen your YouTube. Nigga was talking about Sean Kemp and the cartel. He ain't touched nothing from the show. Yo, when you ain't touching nothing from the show, I was like, oh, my nigga Flip feeling it.
When are you going to talk about what's the reason? Because it's not my place to do so. I'm just saying, and I'm following your lead. I'm not jumping out the window no more. I got my show, and I'm going to say my life. I don't want to fuck nothing up, and I'm going to keep throwing it out there. Yeah. Well, I don't want to fuck it up, so I'm not playing.
I was never going to discuss a reason. I think that's like a luxury that we have. Like, people have been spoiled for 8 years by getting a free podcast, and for the last 4 years, twice a week. But the truth of the matter is, like, nobody else is delivering at that pace and that quality. Like, you don't have to. That's like a courtesy. We don't have to put a podcast out. So the truth is, I just felt like nobody had nothing to say. And if nobody got nothing to say, then we ain't got to say nothing. But yesterday, woo! Yesterday, boy, yesterday. But then, yeah, that's it. It's as simple as that. Like, when we have something to say, we should say something. Like, none of us should ever take the audience for granted, the platform for granted, or this opportunity for granted. We could talk when we're ready to talk. That's all.
I tell the cast that Joe be tuning into the Narcissist Show and all that shit. And he be pressing the days. And he be watching some of them shit. And he be judging me with some of them niggas I got on there. On the show, I be telling them.
I tune into all that shit. I like it. I'm a fan of yours. I watch that shit.
Yeah. Like I said to they just blame me. Flip, this shit never happened, you corny nigga, we hate you. Every time I went live, like, I'm like, yo, I'm not talking. Yo, we're the fifth wall, we're the eighth wall. You corny ass nigga, you did this.
No, listen, what I will tell the people right here on your live, Flip didn't do nothing, man. Flip didn't do nothing wrong. Flip gave it his all. He tried his best. Nothing he could do about it. Not his fault. It's not anybody's fault. Not any one person's fault. Sometimes you're feeling it. Sometimes you're not feeling it. That's all. And I had a really long work week.
Yeah, I think you did. You overworked yourself, man. I had to pull Joe outside and talk to him as the boss. I had to say, man, get some rest, relax. He works a lot, man. He had a long. You've been working, man, and we got to thank you because you've been working to put us on to ride in the audience, and I think it's amazing. I think the work that you put in, you and the staff, Art and everyone, it's amazing. You worked every day this week.
A lot. I just don't think I had it in me Friday to do what needed to be done.
You flew in from the Yam. You flew in from the Yam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but let me dead the narratives. It definitely was not Flip's fault. There's no beef with Ish. Ish is fine. Ice is Potter of the month. Like,
Potter fucking month. Can we highlight my man?
Ice is going crazy. He's been great. He's going. he's going crazy.
The best.
Definitely powdered him off. Yeah, it's no issue. It just wasn't the right windstorm of shit. It just wasn't right.
I didn't post my picture. I had to beg for the picture, and I know.
Yo, I got them pictures yesterday, and I was tight. I was tight. Good thing you didn't post it yesterday.
I posted.
I got home
on
yesterday and just sat in the bed Indian style with the TV off in the dark for like 6 hours. It was like 11 o'clock by the time I got. That shit hits me hard. Work affects me, I think. Work affects me, it does. I'm not one of them people that.
I think that's what it is for me too. Like, you know, each time I've been doing all this on my own. So now I'm working with some people, beautiful people, and I'm learning your personalities. And I told you this on Friday. I said, I'm learning you. So that shit came on to me. I'm like, oh man, like, what the fuck? Like, and I said, I'm not that. I said, man, I was gonna call you today too. That's why I was listening to your voice. If
no, I'm
good.
good. I felt better last night. Last night I was I called Mel. I tried to get Ish on the phone. Like, I'm gonna speak to everybody individually just so they know I'm all right. But yeah, I'm cool now. I'm cool. You ain't got to be sad. Cool. Listen, we come back Tuesday. We right back at it to kick some ass. Refreshed, alive, more thoughts, more health, just feeling good about shit. Ain't nothing wrong. And I like the quiet out there. Let these other niggas run their mouths. They still running their mouth about the Logic shit from the last pod. I like the quiet. Good. Miss me, nigga.
Have you been getting rest? You need to rest. You've been calling me about me getting rest. Yo, right? Calling me random hour like earlier.
I'm resting.
Rest. You got to rest.
With my favorite person in the world. Come on. Hey. Yeah, we chilling.
That's my man.
We getting rest. We relax. I got the Knicks on. Everything cool over here, man.
Yeah. I'm happy that you watched the Narcissist show. And you watched it. Some of the people like some of these storylines, I gotta just talk to you behind the scenes.
Yo, you know,
like,
I watched
the episode. Crazy, son.
The episode we did. I watched it. I called Erickson this morning.
So
it's in my phone.
So what is it? What we
Nothing.
doing?
I'm just saying. I watched it. I thought about it. I was like, you know what, man? I could put this shit out on Patreon at like 6 o'clock or something. But nah.
Joe, do you think
hard.
you're a little bit hard? Like, it's not.
I'm a deranged psycho, perfectionist, Virgo. I'm hard on myself. I'm hard on the people I love. I'm hard on the people I work with. And if people aren't built for that, I would prefer them to not be around me because that's just how I am. I'm hard. I'm tough. I'm no walk in the park, yo. I get it.
You have a perfect team, though. What I mean perfect is that I'm not. Let me speak for myself. I'm not. I don't know how to put it, but I think that Mel, Ish, Ice, even Art, man, like the fact that it takes a village to raise a man.
For sure, I'm with you.
It's true. So when I get confused, and so it's two different things. My man shit, because as my man outside, you can curse me out. We argue, we hug each other, laugh. Inside, we have to be mindful and respectful to the boss and understand what's going on. So when I get confused, I'm just happy to have people around me that can guide me in the right direction. And you to see like, yo, all right, Flip. It's hard dealing with 6 personalities too, man. It's hard. It's hard dealing with what, nigga? What? Why you watching me?
Yes. Yes.
It's hard dealing with niggas, man. I give. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. That's why I fuck with Art, man. Art, my man, bro. Art, Melissa, all of, like, I just love the energy that they put into.
And then that's the other thing. Like,
that.
you know what happened at the start of yesterday. Like, that's important to note. Like,
yeah, it's a fact.
It's a rhythm thing. Like, it's a rhythm thing, and it's a constant chemistry test. So if you're not yourself, if I'm not myself, if anybody's not themselves, then let's just chill.
So why you didn't drop it though? It had to be. It was bad?
No.
Was it, Joe?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I didn't think it was bad. If you're on such a roll, why would you want somebody to see you and you're not your best? It wasn't bad.
Got it.
I could have put that shit out on Patreon this morning. And niggas would have laughed a little bit. That shit had some jewels in it. But if it's not our best, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Like there was mad times, right? I'll say this little weird analogy and I'll get off it. There was mad times as a rapper that I would write a verse quick, like 5 minutes, and people would be happy with it, but I would know it's not my best. So somebody out there that can pick up on that is also going to know that's not my best. It don't matter if 100 people like it. So there was nothing wrong yesterday. But it's not the best. Podcast. They started talking about daylight savings time for me. I'll tell you the rest later.
Nigga looked it up. November.
Yeah, no, look at y'all. You scaring the fans. Don't do that, yo. Ish is there. Ish was there. Ish was fine.
Hell no. It's that nigga. I love that nigga. Hey, hold on. How about when we was happy to see our man and how he cocky was acting? That nigga's a legend, son. I love that nigga, son. I love him. We like, Ish, what up? Yes. So, yeah, the market. What? Yeah. Ish, what's good, Ish? Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy to see that nigga.
He was happy.
That's my nigga, son.
He was fun.
He was. Hey, hold on. So I don't be knowing what to say or not. I don't want to get
I like that. Good.
Myself in trouble.
Good. There you go. You're doing it right now. Yo, Flip. Yo, you so funny. You be dying to blow something. You be dying to just overshare something.
No, I was gonna talk about the live show.
Was lit.
Talk about that, but yeah, the people, man, feedback, man, saw me in traffic. They saw me today.
I was gonna kick everybody out yesterday and do a live show.
Nigga, you read my contract? You read my contract? You read my contract? You can't do shit like that without me, sir. While I'm here. This?
No.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't do no.
Nigga.
I got you, man.
Nah, I mean, like we just ready to just go. Tuesday. I'm excited for Tuesday. I'm excited to see the gang. I'm excited, man. I've been, learning on my topics, and I'm being more prepared, man. Like just understanding things more. You guys are helping me become a better mediaologist. It's all of you guys helping me. Every single one of you. It's not one of you in there down the fucking shots.
I see you over there researching shit now.
I'm gonna check every. Tell them niggas I'm huffing and puffing.
This uptown niggas, right? YouTube and Reddit gonna have a field day with this live. Well, listen, because I know you niggas are taping the live, I want to repeat. Nothing is wrong nowhere. Everybody's fine. There. Now unpack that one.
Everybody is. Everybody is good, man. It's Tuesday. We lit. We are excited. I was supposed to come to your house this weekend. You ain't pick. That's why I don't like stop that. Every time I talk to your crib, you would have offered a chef.
Nah, tell these people.
And
tell these people the stupid shit that you asked.
And I told the nigga I didn't want to lose no money. I told you I didn't want to lose no money neither.
Explain to them in detail all.
I asked you to bring a barber. I said, can you bring a barber to the pod so we can, because your shit be looking sharp. Ice shit be sharp. I said, a lot of y'all niggas be looking good. Can you bring a barber there so we can I can sit here, come early, get my cut, and go there. You explained to me that barber's time, like, it's extremely expensive. And you said barbers are the first people to know how, what their time is worth. I think you said it like that. Like, barbers know what their time is worth. So, like, it costs. I thought it was $250 a day. You said, oh, nigga. Or $100 a day. Or $150 a day.
$250
you said no.
A cut. Two cuts a week. 24 grand a year.
So wait. And then a chef for
this nigga's crazy, man. A chef, everything that cost is what you ask for.
That's true. I think that I don't know, man. You look at me like I'm crazy sometimes when I do it.
Yeah, I be thinking you niggas is nuts sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mainly you.
Is it bad for that though? Because I did, let's keep it real. I did tell you that other places have on-set barbers. And you looked and you almost went in on me, nigga. You took a breath and walked outside. So can you say to me kindly of why I shouldn't make the comparison?
Because
you took a big breath. You took a breath and walked outside. So
because if your barber goes to a company and knows that a company is hiring him, like there's a barber's union, you know. So if a company is hiring a barber and a barber knows that his pay is multiplied because of the union and because of the job and because of where he's doing the cut at. So if a barber were to come to the podcast, let's say every morning before the podcast, and he's just there for anybody to get cut, then that turns into maybe $1,500 for the day. That takes my $250 for me and turns it into $1,500 for the day. You got to buy him out. That's $3,000 a week. Times 52 is I don't know because my math is bad right now. $156,000 a year. No.
150.
Why would I?
I got it.
Why would I do that?
I got it. I got it.
When you could just go get a haircut in Queens for $20, I could get my haircut. Look, three of y'all are bald. The bald haircuts are what cost. That's what take up the most time. Look at Amani.
I don't like.
Look
You
at
see,
Amani.
y'all, these little
Joe,
things.
you got it. The fuck out of here. Yes, look. Who Amani?
But yeah, these little things right here, like my shit got to be clear. I can't feel little ridges. I'm not gonna stop. So it takes a long time for my barber.
Because look, I got hair now, but I tell him to move all this shit. Well, my barber's on vacation for his birthday in Mexico.
So your hair is.
I have hair
on your head. Hey, hold on. You saw. Hold on. You saw niggas put you on the green screen.
What they did?
Okay. I heard watched a video on YouTube and they said the man you've been talking about, the Logic nigga, put you on a green screen behind.
Oh, I didn't see that
while he was talking.
I don't watch nothing that Logic does. I only saw that video because somebody I love showed it to me.
He said that he didn't want to bring negative energy into the podcast and that it was better to take a break and come back stronger. Joe also discussed the importance of mental health and how taking a break can be beneficial for one's well-being. he explained that he has been dealing with some personal issues and that taking a step back from the podcast was necessary for him to focus on himself. QueenzFlip, Joe's co-host, was supportive of his decision to cancel the podcast and take a break. He agreed that the vibes were off and that it was better to take some time to regroup and come back stronger. Fans of the Joe Budden podcast were disappointed when they heard that the show had been canceled, but many were understanding of Joe's decision to take a break. They expressed their support for Joe and wished him well. During the Instagram Live, Joe also talked about the challenges of being a public figure and dealing with criticism from fans and the media. He said that it can be difficult to always put on a brave face and that sometimes, it's necessary to take a step back and focus on oneself. Overall, Joe's decision to cancel the podcast and take a break was met with mixed reactions from fans. Some were disappointed and frustrated, while others were supportive and understanding. However, Joe's willingness to be open and honest about his struggles with mental health and the importance of taking care of oneself was appreciated by many. In the end, Joe and QueenzFlip both agreed that the podcast would be back and that they would come back stronger than ever. They thanked their fans for their support and promised to deliver the same quality content that their listeners have come to expect. The Joe Budden podcast has been a popular source of entertainment for many years, and Joe's decision to take a break shows that even the most successful and popular shows need to take a step back and regroup from time to time. It's important for everyone to prioritize their mental health and take the time they need to recharge and refocus. Joe's decision to cancel the podcast and take a break serves as a reminder that it's okay to take a step back and prioritize oneself, even in the face of criticism and pressure from the public. Overall, Joe's Instagram Live with QueenzFlip was a candid and honest discussion about the challenges of being a public figure and the importance of mental health. It was a reminder that even those who seem to have it all together can struggle with their mental health, and that taking a break is sometimes necessary to come back stronger. Podcasts have exploded in popularity in recent years, with millions of people tuning in every day to listen to their favorite shows. From true crime to comedy, politics to pop culture, there seems to be a podcast for everyone. But what is it about podcasts that has captured the attention of so many people and created such a rabid fan base? One of the main reasons for the popularity of podcasts is their accessibility. Unlike traditional radio shows, which are often restricted by time and location, podcasts can be downloaded and listened to anywhere, at any time. This means that listeners can easily fit their favorite shows into their busy schedules, whether they're on the train to work, doing chores around the house, or just relaxing at home. Another reason for the popularity of podcasts is the diverse range of topics they cover. Whether you're interested in politics, sports, entertainment, or technology, there's a podcast out there that caters to your interests. This means that listeners can easily find shows that they're passionate about and connect with like-minded people who share their interests. Podcasts also offer a level of intimacy that traditional media can't match. Because listeners are often tuning into a single host or a small group of hosts, they can feel like they're part of a conversation with friends. This level of personal connection has helped to create a loyal fan base that is eager to tune into each new episode. Social media has also played a huge role in the rise of podcast popularity. Many hosts and producers use social media to promote their shows, connect with listeners, and build a community around their content. This has helped to create a sense of community among podcast listeners, who often share their favorite shows with friends and family and connect with other fans online. The rise of podcast popularity has also been fueled by the success of major shows like Serial and The Joe Rogan Experience. These shows have attracted millions of listeners and helped to popularize the medium in a way that few others have. They've also inspired a new generation of podcast creators who are eager to emulate their success. The rabid fan base that has developed around podcasts is driven by a number of factors. For many listeners, podcasts offer a sense of escapism from the stresses of everyday life. They allow people to immerse themselves in a topic they're passionate about, learn new things, and connect with others who share their interests. podcasts also offer a sense of connection that's hard to find in other forms of media. Because they're often hosted by people who are passionate about their topics, listeners can feel like they're part of a community of like-minded individuals. This sense of connection is further strengthened by social media, which allows fans to connect with each other and with the hosts of their favorite shows. Many podcasts also have a unique sense of humor or personality that sets them apart from other forms of media. Whether it's the irreverent humor of My Favorite Murder or the insightful commentary of The Daily, each podcast has its own unique voice that draws in fans and keeps them coming back for more. For podcast creators, the loyalty of their fan base is crucial to their success. Fans often become evangelists for their favorite shows, promoting them to friends and family and leaving positive reviews on social media and podcast platforms. This word-of-mouth promotion can be incredibly powerful, helping to drive new listeners to shows and ensuring that they continue to grow in popularity. In conclusion, the explosion in popularity of podcasts can be attributed to a number of factors, including their accessibility, diverse range of topics, and personal connection with listeners. The rabid fan base that has developed around podcasts is driven by a sense of community, humor, and personality that sets them apart from other forms of media. As podcasts continue to grow in popularity, it's clear that they have become an important part of modern media consumption, offering listeners a unique and personalized experience that can't be found anywhere else. One of the key advantages of podcasts is their flexibility. Unlike traditional media like television or radio, which are often structured around strict programming schedules, podcasts can be consumed on demand. Listeners can choose when and where to tune in, and can pause, rewind, or fast forward as needed. This flexibility allows podcast listeners to fit their favorite shows into their busy schedules, making them a convenient and accessible form of media. Another advantage of podcasts is the deep dive they offer into specific topics. Podcasts often explore subjects in greater depth than traditional media, allowing listeners to learn more about subjects that interest them. For example, a podcast about a particular historical event might delve into details that were left out of a documentary on the same topic. This depth of coverage can be incredibly compelling for listeners, and can help to build a passionate and engaged fan base. The rise of podcasts has also had an impact on the media landscape as a whole. Many podcasts are produced independently, meaning that creators have more control over their content than they would in traditional media. This has allowed for a greater diversity of voices and perspectives to emerge, as creators are free to explore topics that might not be covered by mainstream media. Podcasts have also challenged the traditional media model in other ways. For example, many podcasts rely on sponsorships or crowdfunding to support their production costs, rather than traditional advertising. This has allowed podcasts to maintain their independence and authenticity, while still generating revenue. The rabid fan base that has developed around podcasts has also had a significant impact on the industry. Many podcast creators have been able to monetize their content through merchandise sales, live events, and other means. This has created a new revenue stream for creators and has helped to make podcasting a viable career path for many. Overall, the popularity of podcasts shows no signs of slowing down. As more and more people discover the unique and personalized experience that podcasts offer, the medium is likely to continue growing in popularity. This growth is sure to lead to even more diverse and innovative content, as creators explore new topics and experiment with new formats.